worry, sweetheart. I'll figure something out. I always do.
Hi.
I'm sorry, this isn't the best time. My friend Aurelia has a bit of a problem. Her mother has promised her hand in marriage, and I need to get her out of it. Somehow. Actually, you look quite capable. Would you mind lending me a hand?
And who are you?
Apologies. My name is Isabelle Valois. I'm an aspirant in the Sapphire Tourney, a proving ground for squires looking to join the knightly orders. Aurelia's mother is knight commander and, brashly offered her daughter's hand as a prize.
So how are you gonna get your friend out of this promise? Really just your friend?
Well, normally, aspirants only compete in one of the trials. If I can win all three, the Knight Commander will be compelled to grant a boon of my choosing. I can free Aurelia from her mother's promise. What do you say? Will you be my second?
I'll help you, sure.
The 8 must have me in their hearts. My second just left my service, and here I was thinking I'd have to do it alone. Alright, there are 3 knightly orders here on the Isle. Let's decide what task to tackle first.
Okay, you mentioned 3 orders. What are they? And what do they want us to do?
The people of the Sisters take pride in our knights, the same as anywhere in High Rock. The Sapphire Tourney hosts 3 orders: the Iron Knot, the Oaken Order, and the Order of the Albatross.
All right, the Order of the Iron Knot. Don't tell me these are werewolves, because that's gonna have like an entirely new meaning.
They're martial warriors and excellent to horse. You might say the Iron Knot is the most traditional of the Sapphire Orders. Our trial will be to find the hilt from a lost sword called Redheart. It was the blade of the first Duke Dufort.
Where's the sword lost?
Somewhere on these lands, before they belonged to the Duforts. The hilt supposedly had a massive rough-cut ruby in it. Should be easy to spot. My last squire, Burjo, suggested we hit the castle library to get an idea of where to start looking.
What happened to Burjo? What happened to Burjo? Am I in danger? All right, tell me about the Order of the Albatross.
8 above help me. They're artists and sailors, singers, bards, and pirates all. Brave, swashbuckling warriors that make you recite poetry. Ghastly stuff.
So your trial's a poem. That should be easy, right?
No, thankfully. Our trial will be to reclaim the gilded loot of Captain Brenvale. The story goes that he went down into the castle crypts years ago, hoping to use song and steel to subdue a spirit. He never returned. Hopefully we'll do better.
All right, tell me about the Oaken Order.
Oaken Knights tend to be battle mages, conjurers, and support spellcasters. Their power stems from High Isle's strong tradition of druidic magic. Our trial will be to convince an elder to give us a staff, a symbol of their order.
Do we talk to a mage or fight them?
I'm guessing it won't be that straightforward, but who knows? There's a way shrine near the Coral River to the east. I'll meet you there, and we can make for the site of the trial.
Let's do the Albatross first.
Above, help me. No, thankfully. Our trial will be to the catacombs are beneath the castle's chapel. We should just be able to grab a key near the stairs. I'll meet you there.
Yeah.
With luck, this one should be fairly straightforward. Not counting the ghosts, of course.
Oh, okay. Can we talk about what's going on then?
Of course. Drake, I'm sorry. I bet I came on a little strong. I've spent months preparing for the tourney, and now the commander's pronouncement has sent me adrift. I'll be all right. What would you like to know?
What does drag mean? Do we have to put a penny in the swear jar?
Sorry. It's a curse I picked up from my dad. A word from the old druid tongue that's been co-opted for common folk. I sort of grew up here at the castle, and it's a little more acceptable than the curses the dockhands use, so I use it.
All right. And why are you so eager to help Aurelia?
Aurelia and I grew up together. We've been close since we were very young, and, well, I can't stand the thought of her marrying one of the other aspirants. Especially Morton's. My goodness, what a dreary man.
You know, you can marry her. Well, does this already happen every year? Does she have to get married to a new person every year?
Nope. The tourney is only called every few years, as schedule and aspirants allow. The commander wants to make sure there are enough people in the mix to make it a challenge. And the orders are only so large on High Isle, as you might imagine.
How does it work then?
I'm not sure how Tamsfolk tourneys work, but here each order sets a challenge. Attempting the challenge for an order marks you in good standing, and each order only chooses 1 or 2 aspirants for knighthood. It's fairly competitive as a result.
Which order do you belong to?
I'm not a knight just yet. That's why I'm in the tourney. I was a squire for years before I came an aspirant. You don't want to know how many stalls I've cleaned. The tourney gives me a chance to prove my worth to the orders, you see.
What if she's counted them all? Or did you want to join?
That's a handsome question. I wish I had an answer for you. I can see ways that I'd be a good fit for either the Oaken Order or the Iron Knot. Maybe even the Order of the Albatross. That's a problem for Day's End, Isabel, to face.
That's all the questions.
I'll meet you at the castle's chapel. The entrance to the catacombs is within.
You're going to help us. Oh, the Eight bless you.
I should probably talk to you. Yeah.
I am going to have one more go at convincing my mother, excuse me, the Knight Commander, to see reason. Making a promise like that for me? What was she thinking? Have you seen the other aspirants?
Who are the other aspirants?
Ugh, Langley is a bore. Brelinol cares only for coin, and Snag is an oaf. And then there's the milksop moribund Mortons. The less said about him, the better.
Oh dear. Well, if they're all bad, why does your mother want to make this promise?
That's a complicated question. The easy response is that Commander Jorvel never goes back on her word. But it's more than that. The tourney means the world to her, and in recent years, we've had fewer entrants.
So she made you a prize. Oh, ugh.
No. She just wants me to be happy. It's expected of noble ladies on High Isle to marry for advantage. Advantage to the ladies, mind. She thinks I'm afraid to take that step and wanted to give me, well, a push.
I mean, that's kind of misogynistic, but at the same time, does that work as misogynistic when your mother is a knight? It's still kind of treating her like property too, which is kind of just, yeah.
Eight give me strength. Of all the sneaky, dishonest...
Get ahead of me. What's up?
We've got a small hitch in this rope. The key to the catacombs entrance is usually right near the door. But someone took it.
One of the competitors?
Drake, I hope not. The idea of aspirants trying to directly sabotage each other doesn't sit well with me. And I see that look in your eye. No lockpicking. But buff my plates. We still need that key.
Okay, no lockpicking, got it. But there's another key somewhere?
Yes, let's split up. I'll go speak to the castle stewards, and you head for the offices of the Knight Commander. We can meet back here. Stendar willing, one of us will have some luck.
All right, I'll meet you back here then.
I still can't believe someone took the key. So childish. I bet it's Morton's. Morton's.
Martins. Did you say the Albatross Knights were pirates?
I mean, they're not real pirates. They're knights who ride the waves instead of horses. And sing. By the gods, do they sing. There's an old joke around the castle that they're called the Order of the Albatross because they're so damned loud.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. Right, so you want to skip the minuscule instrument, right?
Yes, a golden lute. The story goes that some years back, the head of the order, Sir Brenvale, went down to clear the catacombs of a mad spirit. I think it was some Dufort noble? I'm not sure who, but Sir Brenvale never returned.
Why did a singing sailing knight go after a ghost?
I'll be honest, this is one order I'm not likely to join. They're an odd group. But it kind of makes sense. Just think of them as something like chivalric bards. They're constantly on the hunt for new adventures, new tales to tell.
Hmm?
Let's meet back inside the chapel. The catacombs entrance is down the stairs.
Isabel or Ember? Ember. She said that I can't pick the lock, but she didn't say you can go pick the lock. Hmm? Hmm? We'll get her on a technicality, right?
Oh, Mother. How could you do this to me?
Ariella?
Thank you for assisting Isabel. I'm so grateful to you both. Aspirant Mortons came by not that long ago and told me he already had a honeymoon trip planned. The audacity.
Ew. Are you here to talk to your mother?
I'm trying to muster up the courage. We've been fighting quite a bit. I made Isabel promise not to say anything. I didn't want her jeopardizing her place in the tourney.
Can't the commander just admit she made a mistake?
You must be new to High Isle. My mother is Dame Jorvel, Knight Commander. She has never, in all her illustrious career, gone back on her word. Not once. She offered my hand in marriage, and by the gods, her honor means she won't unoffer it.
For her doubter, she can make an exception, right?
Apparently not. And here I am, working up the nerve. Mostly pacing. I know Isabel can win the tourney, but I just can't sit idly by either. Ugh.
Well, for one, you shouldn't sit idly by. You shouldn't let her. You should let her know not to like a prize. Bad. Also, Isabella and I are trying to get to the catacombs. Can't find a key though.
Oh, one of the other knights probably took it or hid it. Cheating! Isabel will not like that.
Nope.
One of my mother's aides might have one. It's good she sent you to ask, though. Best she avoids the Knight's Wing for now.
Why's that?
She and I have been friends since we were very young. Knowing Izzy, she'll want to avoid even rumors she appealed to my mother for help. I'd start by asking Dame Hendra. Nilsman might have a key as well.
All right, thank you. Mm-hmm. Hey, Nilsman.
Eyes as blue as bugloss.
Oh.
What rhymes with bugloss?
Did you get punched? Got punched. Are you okay? You don't look okay. I need a key to the catacomb. You have one? And are you okay?
No, I'm sorry, that's not something I can give. Wait, I take it back. I'll give you all the keys you want. Just do me one small favor.
Well, what's that favor?
Give this note to Lady Aurelia. Discreetly. It's my latest poetic offering. A treatise on her virtue. It's crucial that you do not reveal who it's from. One day, I shall reveal myself as the author, and she will finally see true love.
I'll go deliver a poem then.
There was some kind of cult, they say, right beneath the king's castle.
Hello again. Did you manage to find that key?
Yeah, I needed to give you a poem for a key. It was a weird conversation.
A poem for me? Who? Oh, this is from Nilsman, isn't it? Every one of the tourney aspirants is after me, and I have a bookish Nord sending me poetry. This day is... I've had better.
Well, he said he'd give me the key of the catacomb if I read you this note.
Gross. All right, since it's for Isabel, I'm sure it's yet another ode to my hair or face or something. Tell him I blushed prettily and said I would read it later when I'm alone. Good luck.
Good luck.
Oh dear. I think he's just over there.
Hi.
Remember, you must be discreet. It would be scandalous if she were to be seen taking secret missives from secret lovers. Scandal!
But that does not match what you just said there. Well, I gave her the poem. She blushed and said she read it, right?
gentle dove. She is an Aedra come to Nirn. Her beauty is too much for we poor fools. I fancy myself a rather decent poet, you know. One day... Wait, I was supposed to do something for you, wasn't I?
Yeah, the key of the catacombs.
Yes, of course. Here you go. I shall remember your service to true love. Perhaps with a line in the epic romance I have been writing. The heroine is named Lorelia. Once it's completed,
No bad.
a bard perform it, and you shall be invited.
Great. Thanks for the key. I'm out of here. Aurelia,
Good luck in the catacombs. And tell Isabel to be careful.
you be careful too. I think he's been abused.
Mines, there's a...
His eyes, like, I don't know if that's the makeup, but they just look bad. Over the edge. Eee. Isabella.
You've got a key? Wonderful.
Yep. And now, even though you said no to, I'm going to pick the lock.
All right, let's see if we can find that fancy loot.
Just to show you that I can pick it.
Probably made it deep into the crypt. Let's see if we can find that fancy loot.
All right.
These catacombs have been built up over generations. Might be a bit twisty down here.
Hello? I say Langley, is that you? Help a fellow out?
It's Isabel Valois, Mortons. I'm here with my second. We'll try to help you.
Whoever you are, I was here first. You gotta hang back. Tourney honor demands it.
Are you stuck?
No, I'm hiding. I am a bit of a feared spider, you see. In my defense, I made it past a bunch of the smaller ones. But I lost my nerve when a giant red-eyed beastie leapt out at me.
Well, good luck. Go in.
Just a moment. You won't get very far without the key to the deep crypts, which I just happen to have. Ha! I tell you what. When that thing surprised me, I may have dropped my sword. Return it to me, and I'll slip you the key. What do you say?
All right. Is sword for the key.
Gods, it's such a pity to have to pull up on this task. Lady Aurelia is a treasure. Lovely to look at, and so well connected.
Can I just give him Rusty's sword, please? Does it have to be his sword that we give back? Lovely maintained blade. Is apparently rarely been used. I mean, Isabella would hate it, but still, I would love to just give him like a Piece of crap sword no one wants to use.
Hello? Is that you all with my sword? Or a spider? You're a spider. Please leave.
You found your sword, Mortons. My second will pass it to you.
Bella, do we have to?
Well, we've got his sword. Here's hoping he holds up his end of the bargain. Mortons, I swear to Stendar.
Oh, you're back. How lovely. Did you manage to find my sword?
Yep, here you go.
Ah, very good. You know, I've always said that Isabel was a fair hand. Never doubted you for a moment. Here's your key. The door to the deep crypt should be off the main chamber east of here.
Thank you.
Yes, well, we're both sporting. Well done all around. And perhaps you won't mention this when telling the tale of your trial?
I'm sure Isabel won't say a word, but I will.
Fair, fair, and well played. Good luck to you both.
If Sir Brenvale managed to reach his goal, he'll be rather deep into the crypts.
Absolutely love the design of this place.
I've never been this far into the catacombs. What a story this will make.
RK.
They say that Sir Brenvale died at the hands of a ghost. The old Mad Duke. Ugh, gives me the shivers.
We could die to a ghost, you know.
I'll take your fingers! Vengeance for Mother's treachery!
Time to bring the lightning!
Look! I think that's the loot! Oh. And that must be what remains of Sir Brenvale, then.
Oh yeah, that felt good.
You get smashed by a barrel? Golden loot was what that belonged to the deceased Sir Beneville, or to the Albatross.
We've got it! Drake, let's get out of here.
La! At last, someone has retrieved my gilded loot. Come, follow me, away from this place. That ghastly mad spirit may return anon.
Casually walking
I
out.
shall serenade you on your way. Oh, Sir Brenvale did enter these halls with a heart full of song. La, it did not take him long to hear the spirit's calls. Oh! He met the Mad Duke in combat. Oh ho! And they danced with swords all night long. La! Alas, Brenvale's skill was all for naught, and the quest went all awrong. Oh!
Oh!
And now you know the end of the tale. Oh ho! This is where I bid you adieu.
You okay with that?
Sir Brenvale, the golden-voiced, the silver-tongued, once the head of the Order of the Albatross, at your service. Oh, gentle folk.
Yeah, they sent us to get your loot. Are you kind of upset?
Of course they did, good chaps. And of course, I was one of the Order's most renowned composers. They no doubt wish to put my beautiful gilded lute in a place of honor.
Well, I'm assisting a friend with their trial for the Order, right?
Ah, yes, I'm sure when I did not return, there were many a fair damsel who wept inconsolable tears. After all, once you hear my voice raised in song, to know the voice of Sir Brenville the Golden was silenced. The tragedy.
Well, thanks for the loot.
Of course, I commend your efforts. Please let the rest of the Order know that I, Sir Brenvale the Golden, shall now depart this plane at last. My next performance will be in the great theaters of Aetherius. Adieu.
Adieu. Do.
Farewell, farewell.
What do you think about that?
Well done, well done. Let's get out of this dreary place.
What about you, Ember?
Need something?
Nothing? All right.
Ah, fresh air. Those catacombs were musty as a crypt.
Yep.
Not quite how I imagined that would go. But we faced the Mad Duke, walked with the spirit of Sir Brenvale, and lived to tell the tale. I'm sure the Order will approve.
All right, loot's yours. How you feeling?
Good, except for the make up a poem or sing a song about it part coming at the end of the tourney. That I'm less excited about. Let's keep moving.
Let's get to the Order of the Iron Knot.
They're martial warriors and excellent to horse. You might say the Iron Knot is the most traditional of the Sapphire Orders. Our trial will be to find the hilt from a lost sword called Red Heart. It was the blade of the first Duke Dufort.
Where's the sword lost?
Somewhere on these lands, before they belonged to the Duforts. The hilt supposedly had a massive rough-cut ruby in it. Should be easy to spot. My last squire, Burjo, suggested we hit the castle library to get an idea of where to start looking.
Oh, to the library then.
Go on, I'll catch up with you at the castle's library. It's easy to find. Big room, full of books. Can't miss it.
To the library.
There you are. Let's see if we can unearth the past, shall we?
Bed Baron Dizzle.
Left books open all over the
Second.
place. How rude. What was that one about? I found something about crop rotation. Exciting.
Shipbuilding. We know all about the Mad Baron now. Here's shipbuilding. Isabella?
My previous second, Burjo, had a good thought. To look for the early history of the Duforts. He likes reading dry texts. I like hitting things with a sword.
Alright, well, the Battle of Meadow Fort. From the History of House Dufort by Kere Metek, House Historian and Counselor. The battle took place at what was known as the Meadow Fort, a smaller holding built by Halbert, later by first Baron Dufont, on Old Stone Wood. The battle started at dawn and went until sunset, or went without secrets until sunset. Herbert's famed sword, Red Heart, was broken during the last hour of the battle. Despite this, the great warrior defeated the judge sorcerer Felbor by hurling the blade and driving it through the evil one's black heart. Herbert lost his hand from the wounds he suffered in battle, and subsequently became known as Halbert the Handless until he was elevated to barony. It was said that the blade of his great sword melted down and was crafted into the hand to replace the one he lost. Many of his subjects are tested to the irritability and were bruised by that very hand. Years later, the Duke replaced his ancient hold with the mighty Castle Nervaria to the west. It stands to this day as a place of great renown and worthy of such illustrious family. The hilt of Red Heart was never found. The small hold has long been overgrown, and it stands as a mute testament to the events that shaped the very nature of High Isle.
Find anything promising? Let's chat.
Yeah.
The book was already open. I bet my old second Burjo offered the same advice he gave me to aspirant Langley. Drake!
Well, I think I found a clue to Red Heart. The old Stonewoods.
Let's see. You're right. Looks like the Duforts had a holdfast there, before they became nobles. Oh wait! I know this place. It's an old ruin off to the east. Aurelia and I used to pretend it was a witch's lair when we were young.
You knew about it then. So why do we have to look in a book?
Well, in my defense, I didn't know it was owned by the Duforts when we played there as kids. We also didn't go looking for knightly relics, which now I wish we had.
Well, fair enough. How do we get in?
There aren't really roads back there, but I remember a nice wide path we can take. I'll mark your map. Maybe if we hurry, we can beat Burjo and Langley to the ruin.
All right, sounds good.
I'll see you there. I'm hoping we can beat the other aspirants to the hilt.
Well, why are we looking for the hilt anyways? Aren't these guys value their martial skills a little bit?
Each of the captains have their own view on how to earn honor. I've heard stories that the Iron Knot's captain, Orlfeth, has slain trolls twice her size. So just swinging a sword won't impress her. She wants warriors that can think as well as fight.
So does she hide this hilt out there for every tourney?
That's a funny thought. I don't think so, but we can ask her. The hilt itself is classic Iron Knot. A historic trophy from a mighty warrior who fell in single combat at a crucial battle and changed history with his blade.
Still, if any of them were werewolves, that is a very unfortunate order's name. Where are we going here? There's a teleport a little bit beforehand. Much as I like riding.
Oh, Madame Valois, you're too late. I'm here first, you cannot pass through.
I guess what he said. Sorry, Isabel.
Hurry up, will you, lad? I'll need sustenance forthwith, and you don't have much time to make me a meal.
Langley?
You and Isabel should just run along. Leave the tourney trials to aspirants of stature. Aspirants such as myself, of course.
You don't want to work with Isabel, huh?
Are you going to lecture me, Langley Latarte, about knightly behavior?
Latarte.
I think not. I hold no grudge towards Isabel, but this is a competition, not a garden party. My second and I were here first.
Wouldn't it be faster to work together, clear the way?
I would lose the advantage of having gotten here first. I see no reason to hinder my trial just because you think it would be nice of me to do so. Now, run along. I've work to do. Berjo, put some muscle behind that swing! Shove off then. This road is mine.
Berjo.
Tell Lady Isabel that I hope there's no hard feelings. Sir Langley promised to take me on as his squire after he becomes a knight.
Well, she asked me to help her on the journey then.
I'm glad you're helping her out. She's a nice lady, and I felt bad leaving her in the lurch. But Langley was very persuasive, and I really have to become a squire, so...
A bit of a dick, though. You sure you want to be a squire to that asshole? Huh? You don't want to be Isabel's squire?
I did! But just look at Langley. He already acts like a knight. When he joins the Order of the Iron Knot, he'll be the most knightly... knight in the Order. My father was very clear, no excuses. So here I am, chopping this tree.
The dick.
Berjo, that trunk is not going to chop itself.
And he's not even gashed on Dick. He's like asshole Dick, you know? No one dicks like Gaston.
It's not worth a row with Langley over who can search the woods first. I'd best him easily, don't get me wrong. But blatant fighting between aspirants is frowned upon. Doesn't matter. I have an idea.
What's your idea?
Langley's first and last thoughts every day are about himself. He'll have Berjo working on moving those trees. Well, until he gets bored. So let's just go around.
There's another way up then?
Remember, Aurelia and I used to play up by the ruin. There's a path around the rise to the east. Let's go carefully, though. We stopped playing up there when a Fawn warband moved in.
Alright, let's go.
Here it is, just like I remembered, by the curved tree. The ruin should be at the top of the rise.
Don't underestimate us.
This is it. The old stones, the locals call it. Let's find that hilt.
Here we go. Laying out here in the open, I guess. Hilt of a sword of red heart. The blade is the first of Duke de Font.
That's it! Come on, let's get out of here before Langley and Berjo arrive.
Ah, careful there, Squire. Don't let the branches snap back. You've scratched my armor. That hilt must be around here somewhere. Get to work.
I'm not sure it's chivalrous of me, but I hope that ours wastes the rest of the day looking for that hilt. We did it! Redheart's hilt! As a knight aspirant, I know I should wish all of my competitors equally good luck. But Stendar, forgive me. I hope Langley gets bitten by every mosquito out here.
Okay, so with that, we got the hilt and the Iron Knight's trial is complete. You happy?
I am. I assumed the Iron Knot trial would be all about swordplay and martial skill. Maybe horse riding. Horses and I don't like each other much. Anyway, I'm actually quite pleased how we did. Let's move on.
Then tell me about the Oaken Order, huh?
Oaken Knights tend to be battle mages, conjurers, and support spellcasters. Their power stems from High Isle's strong tradition of druidic magic. Our trial will be to convince an elder of their order to give us a staff made of old wood oak.
So we just need to talk to a mage then, right? Or fight them?
I'm guessing it won't be that straightforward, but who knows? There's a way shrine near the Coral River to the east. I'll meet you there, and we can make for the site of the trial.
All right, let's go.
I want to check on Aurelia first. I'll meet you at the old way shrine along the road.
Whee!
Ugh, I thought I heard Snag yelling in the distance. He's another aspirant and a complete donkey's arse. Never mind him. We're on a quest.
Right, the Elder and the Staff. Where do we go?
So we have a bit of a leg up on this one. The Elder is a wizard named Erlebrew. He's actually a friend of my father's. He used to tell me stories when I was young. Funny little man.
Did you steal the staff from him?
I would never. Stealing is, well, unknightly. Knowing Erlebrew, the challenge will be more about thinking and reason than magic or subterfuge.
All right, let's go find the wizard.
Right. If I remember correctly, I think he lives in a little grotto to the south, near the coast. He likes his privacy, our Oaken Elder.
I don't think I've heard of a knightly order of mages, though.
I suppose in the stories, knights are usually all swords and glory, but the druids have been here forever, practically. Every kid in the Sisters grows up knowing a little bit about runes and nature and the true way.
The true way? The Oaken Order is a druidic group?
I think they used to be. But no, these days anyone can join. Even non-mages who want to learn the ways of Ifre. Just another little quirk of life on High Isle.
Right, around we go. I'm going right in.
Get behind me, squires. Snag was here first. Ha!
We arrived at the same time, you simpering buffoon.
Well, you're still too late. A wizard's magic is no match for the strength and honor of this aspirant. For honor!
All right. Seems like the direct approach won't work here.
I'm sure I can get this barrier open.
Erlebrew doesn't go easy on aspirants, it seems.
Nope.
Just brute forcing the barrier is not the way to go. Let's see if the pillars hold any clues.
You okay there?
Oh, I need a nap. Maybe find a nice sunny spot somewhere and close my eyes for a bit.
That sounds wonderful.
My head. Feels like a hangover without the fun drinking part beforehand.
A cat's paw.
Would it not?
Look at that branch there. Representing Spriggans, maybe?
Heron?
A
Heroine?
bird. Looks like a forest heron, perhaps. That old man. I know exactly how to bring down the barrier. He's lifted the pillars and the symbols from a story he told me as a child.
The barriers from a story you told you.
Almost exactly. A wise old sage puts up a barrier around his home. He's trying to protect a little girl he's raising from a fearsome dark knight. She grows up to be a mighty warrior, but the sage makes her figure a way out of the sacred grove.
How did she bring the barrier down in the story?
In the tale, the symbols on the pillars held the key. Like the cat there. A cat's paw is a pretty little flower that grows in shady forests. And that bird looks like a forest heron. I'd bet anything we need one of their feathers.
And the branch on the third?
I've seen it before. It's a druidic symbol for Spriggans. In the tale, she befriended one that lived in the grove. She wore a Spriggan's veil, a wreath of leaves they shed every year. Here, if you can find the items, I'll guard our spot.
All right, well, I'm going to be killing a Spriggan, if that's okay. And we'll get a heron's feather, cat's paw flower. Sure. Oh, cat paw. Cat's paw.
Places like this make me remember how small I am. You know, in the grand scale of things.
Guess I don't have to kill a bunch of Spriggans then. Really a forest. It's more like a coast. Go.
You're back, carrying feathers and branches and flowers, I hope.
Yep, that's it. This turns me into a cat.
I'm pretty sure that's not how we're supposed to do this. Cat's paw, beautiful. A Spriggan's veil, powerful symbolism.
Does everything involve knots?
That did it!
Anything else? All right, let's go in.
Can you talk to him? I'm all sweaty.
What?
Oh, hello then. Figured out my barrier, did you? And is that little Izzy I see back there?
Yep, I'm her second. She said you knew her as a child?
Oh, yes. I hoped it would be her. She remembered the tale of Myriette la Courageuse, eh? So nice you two could come out there. Usually it's just me and the forest spirits these days.
Oh, would you mind if we took your staff?
Of course not. Solve the puzzle, take the staff. That's the idea, right? What's out back leaning against a cottage? Enjoying good health, second.
Hey, thank you.
Off you go then, and be careful where you put that thing. That staff's like me. It might be old, but it can still zap the ears off a rabbit if you aren't careful.
Oh, were you hoping that Isabel would complete this trial?
Oh, no, that would be wildly inappropriate. I pulled this challenge directly from the pages of one of my favorite books. Who can blame me? I'm a daffy old wizard.
Yeah, but one that she and you shared, huh?
Come here, lass. No need to dawdle near the door like you're still a squire.
Thank you, you old goat. Still thinking of me all these years later. Just need to grab that staff now, and the Oaken trial is in the bag. I mean, not literally. I don't have a bag large enough for the staff, but you understand my point.
Yep. The Oaken Mage's staff carved with the druidic runes.
We've got the staff. The moment I heard Erlebrew was representing the Order, I knew we might have a shot. Well done.
Well, we're glad you got the Oaken trial out of the way.
I am. Those stories Erlebrew told me when I was little, they're a part of why I'm in the tourney today. And I won't lie, it's nice to know he still cares about me. Strange, lovely man. Let's move on.
Well, completed 3 trials. Now what?
All that's left is to present the trophies. Everyone will be gathered at the tourney pavilion. I'm excited. And nervous. I get a bit uncomfortable being the center of attention. Here, meet me on the jousting grounds. We'll head in together.
See you there. Take the shortcut.
Let's go fast.
All the other people here. They'll take me there, I'm sure.
Isabel, you've saved me. I'd better go and take my place. I promised Mother I wouldn't embarrass her. Please tell me you've good news. I saw Sir Langley stomping around in a temper. He's got a whopper of a bruise, too. Oh, I do hope my Isabel didn't punch him. He's not usually the punching sort, but he is such a, well, a ninny.
Oh. Oh, that's the one that was trying to get through the woods, right? They probably had a branch like whip him in the eye.
Please tell me.
I think my nerves are as settled as they're going to be. I get more anxious doing formal things like this than I do fighting werewolves. Come on, Izzy. Deep breaths.
What do you do now?
We walk in, and the tourney herald announces us. I go forward and claim the trophies. As my second, you have the honor of displaying each of them as I call them out. Oh, and most important, don't start laughing when I recite a poem.
You're gonna recite a poem then?
It's tradition, Stendar help me. The Order of the Albatross requires it. Having you do this with me was more than helpful. You've been a calm and steady influence. A real partnership. Thank you. Let's just get through this last bit.
All right, well, I'm ready.
Follow me. The sooner we
laugh.
start, the sooner it's over.
Lords and ladies, men and mer, a knight aspirant approaches the stage. Lady Isabel Valois.
Let's get things started.
Proceed, madam. Your second may present any trophies you have won.
Together, we found the hilt of blade Redheart, lost in a battle long ago. This we present to the Order of the Iron Knot.
Over here.
Well done, aspirant Valois.
To the Order of the Albatross, we present the gilded lute of Sir Brenvale.
There you go.
Wonderful. Now, perhaps we could hear a poem or ditty about the adventure, aspirant.
The lute of gold did gather mold, lost for many years. I cannot lie, Brenvale did die, tripping on a tomb. And finally, we present the Oaken Order with the Staff of the Wild Woods, after solving the wizard Erlebru's puzzle.
There you go.
The Oaken Order commends you, aspirant.
Aspirant Valois, claiming all 3 trophies makes you the champion of the Sapphire Tourney. Come, you have earned a boon from your commander. From this day forward, you are a knight of High Isle. Be brave, courteous, loyal, and act with honor. Arise, Dame Isabel Valois.
Lord Commander, I know what my boon will be. You may know as well. Please release Aurelia from the promise you made. Allow her to make her own choice to marry or not, as she sees fit.
I cannot deny such a selfless boon. Aurelia is free to make her own choices. within reason.
Oh, thank the eight.
Dame Isabel, I am deeply impressed. I wish to speak with you and your second. Find me in my office at your convenience.
Yay! And everyone was happy. Isabel?
I couldn't have done this without you.
You
Let's see
couldn't.
what the commander has to say before I thank you myself.
No one wants to say anything? Okay, let's look in the crowd here. Bernali?
Winning the tourney was always a long shot. A chance to bet big and win big. In truth, I'm damned glad to see Dame Isabel walk away with the honors. Well done.
Yeah, that's good and all, but... Isn't that Ebonheart armor right there? Ebonheart armor and a Breton, like, knight. This looks kind of imperial.
I'm astonished that Isabel decided not to take advantage of the Knight Commander's promise. It's only a rumor, of course, but some seem to think that Dame Isabel rather fancied Lady Aurelia. More than just friends, don't you know?
Mm-hmm.
Of course. I had to come and see the presentations. It's good to see my fellow Oaken Order members every once in a long while. And I had some turkey leg, you know. Plus, we'll get to see dear Izzy with the tourney, won't we?
Yeah. Oh, I want a turkey leg now. Darn you, Erlaboo. Also, if he's a nut, is he a knight? Is he a wizard knight? Shouldn't he be like Sir Erlaboo?
Mother wants to speak to you first. She never likes to be kept waiting.
It looks so weird having somebody like there eating. Langley?
Well, I suppose luck was on your side today. I must say, though, you and Lady Dame Isabel were a bit sly at the Old Stone Woods. Not sure I'd call sneaking around and finding another entrance knightly behavior.
Virgil?
I'm honestly not sure if I am cut out for the life of a knight.
Oh, you didn't pick a winning team there, that's for sure. Cannon Reeve. The Phalaris Letarte. Wait, Letarte? Who was a Letarte here? Somebody was a Letarte. I'm pretty sure it was Langley Letarte. So that's like... No, they would have been looking for a hand, so that's probably his mother then. His mother saw him fail. Oof. Hi.
Oh, hello. Who are you here with? I'm old friends with the Knight Commander.
Oh, hi. I don't think they're part of this here. How you guys eat? Ooh, aspirant snag.
Figured I'd come see who won this fancy pants affair. Your partner did well for herself. Almost as good as one of the women warriors in my clan.
Okay. Do. I kind of want to see more about this knightly order and like what their creed or what their mission is. I assume they're not just here to like protect High Isle, right? They're here to like... Well, they might be here to protect High Isle, but I assume that they're not like soldier type units, right? They're not gonna be sent over to Cyrodiil.
Did you hear? The entire wedding party vanished. but the groom and some stranger rescued them all from oblivion.
Hmm?
Hello. If you're looking for the Knight Commander, the office is just down the hall.
All right, thank you. Voice didn't match right there, but okay. Andra?
If you don't have an appointment, then Commander Jorvel doesn't have time to see you. Thanks for your consideration.
Oh, we're here on an appointment, so I guess we can.
Well, Isabel, it seems as though your second was a great boon to you today. Second, step forward. I'd like to speak to you.
Okay.
I wonder what she wants to talk about. She doesn't seem upset, at least. That's an improvement.
Also, I heard Arabelle here somewhere, but well, I saw her text. I didn't hear her though.
I've known Isabel, Dame Isabel, for many years. It was encouraging to see her push herself like this. I believe your able assistance may have also played a part?
Hey, we're happy to help.
Well, I believe a knight should not be measured by the worth of their weapon, but by the allies they keep. The Knights of High Isle pride ourselves on our courtesy, and I personally always wish to honor good people.
Not sure I follow.
For acting as Dame Isabel's second during this year's Sapphire tourney, I want to formally extend my thanks, as both Knight Commander and as a mother.
Hey, you're welcome.
What a day. I suppose that just shows what determination can get you. When the tourney began, Aurelia was in the depths of despair. I was struggling. And now look at us.
Oh, congratulations, Dame Isabel.
Thank you. Take the credit you're due. You kept me focused, gave me a sounding board, and most importantly, I knew whatever happened, I wasn't alone. I can't tell you what that meant to me.
Oh, we're glad I could help.
I still can't get used to it. Dame Isabelle Valois. I dreamed about wearing shining armor, riding a valiant steed. So far it's been crypts, creatures, and a lot of running around. I've loved every moment. Except maybe the poetry part.
But what are you going to do next?
I've been thinking. I have a place here on High Isle, but I think I want to expand my horizons. I would like to see more, do more, learn more. If you could use a strong and loyal knight of High Isle in your travels, I'm up for anything.
Yeah, so you're just going to go wandering like a nomad. What?
If you'll excuse me, I have to get my things. I want to get ready for adventure.
Jorval, do you have anything to say about your knight going off?
I think things have turned out just the way they should have. Just be ready to see Isabel less often, dear. A page has turned on our little story. So Isabel will leave High Isle and learn about the wider world. It truly is a brand new day. I'm glad she'll have someone capable like you by her side. She's like a second daughter to me. Not that you heard me say that.
I'll have to ask, why'd you promise Ariel's hand in the first place?
I hesitate to say. If I tell you, do you swear on your honor that you will share this with no one? Particularly not Isabel or Aurelia.
I can't do that. Thanks anyways. I swear, sure.
When Aurelia was very young, her father passed away. She barely remembers him, dear man that he was. I spoke to a druid, an old woman in the woods, and asked for her blessing so that Aurelia would have a good, easy life.
What does that have to do with your promise?
The witch in the wood made me promise that Aurelia would win favor as a knight, or win a knight's favor by the time she reached my age. As you can tell, Aurelia is hardly knightly material, and that deadline is quickly approaching.
So you promised her hand so she wouldn't hold true to your bargain. So you'd hold true to your bargain then, right?
I did, and thank the divines she won the favor of a knight. I saw the witch at Isabel's knighting ceremony.
Oh, we did too.
She gave me a sly wink. Our bargain is met, and my daughter is safe. Thanks to you, Second, and Dame Valois.
Okay, like you bargained with a witch. That was your part, but hey, thanks for talking to me. Let's see if we can talk to no? Okay, where's Ariella? And the Knight Commander's missing now too. Ah, well. Maybe she's out here. Want to do a follow-up. Well, we helped out a knight. Hey, book lover, stop leaving your damn bottles around the barracks. If you puke in the necessary bucket again, I'll dump it over your head. You stink of rum and sorrow. Drink excess elsewhere, put on pants, and take a bath. You may not be an aspirant, but at least try to compose yourself with some dignity. Finally. Got a point. Don't be drunk in the barracks. Well, that's our little night adventure here. This is how you get Isabella. See if this witch here has anything that she wants to say.
I was curious to see who would win this silly tournament. I have to say it did not disappoint. My congratulations on your part in this little tale.
You knew the entire time, didn't you? Son of a bitch.